Fed up on fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up, fed up on fed up. Fed up, fed up, fed up on fed up. Fed up on fed up with the drugs. Fed up with the fake love, with the gun in my brain gon' bang on.
I know what I'm doing. Just cue me and then stick a sock in it.
I didn't flop around on the floor with my eyes bulging out, gasping for air. I haven't done that at a party in years.
What is your deal, man?
Oh, come on, man. You've been riding me all day.
Mike, you're playing like Betty White out there.
That's not what your girlfriend said.
Baby!
Mom, what, are you faking the heart attack, right?
Come on.
Come on.
Well, it was the only way I could get you two to shut up and get us to the airport. Grandma Annie, she's my little grandma. But
It's incredible that you can stay in a career this long and still have people put up with you.
This reading is going to be done on Miss Betty White, who just passed away. The reason why I'm doing this reading is because I watched another tarot card reader that I've followed for a few years now do a reading on her, and she's really on the far end of the conspiracy theory pole. So she brought up some things that I had obviously never heard of, for one, and two, I'm just not quite sure how deep I believe this rabbit hole goes. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying I'm not sure what my beliefs are on it. Now, some of the things that she brought up was that Betty White was originally born a male. I don't know what to take of that. Certainly don't, so that's something I'm interested in getting more information or getting a clarification on. She also says that Betty White and Barbara Bush are siblings, that they had the same father. They were part of the same family, a cabal or a cult, I guess you could say, that passes out their kids or farms them out to other families. Or I don't really understand the whole concept behind that, but I've heard that before. I just have never heard that Betty and Barbara Bush were siblings and that they were both born males. So we'll find that out. She states also that the timing of Betty's death was arranged to foretell something big, a big event that's coming. So it was to catalyst a kickoff for some big main events. She also states that Betty White was a high-ranking elite. She was powerful. She was a part of the Black Hat side, if you believe in that sort of thing, and that she was a handler who moved kids around, organized and coordinating a child ring, a child Don Wells type ring. So these are some interesting points. Honestly, none of these I had heard of before, except for her being a high-ranking elite. I had heard that, and I tend to believe that the more famous you are and the longer you are relevant in Hollywood, the more high-ranking you are. But I don't know if I believe all the conditions that go along with it. I'm just kind of iffy about some of those. But anyway, this reading is going to be done on Betty White. Information surrounding her death, surrounding the rumors of her death. Betty White. Try to make me a little rainbow here. I don't know if I succeeded or not. Okay, now these questions are going to be centered around the allegations and what information that I learned pertaining to the video that I watched. So the first one is going to be information surrounding Betty before she became an actress and famous. I'm talking about before she became Betty White, the actress, when she was just who she was before. Now, this is also asking to address the rumors that she was born a male. Now, this card is the Three of Cups in reverse. This card indicates some irritating and reoccurring health problems. Not so much health problems, it's got a serious nature to it, but just those aggravating ones that you keep getting over and over again. It's a card of overindulgence. People gossiping about you, bitchiness behind your back, backstabbing, friends that should be happy for you, but instead are slandering your name with gossip, rumors. It's telling you to be careful who to trust. This card's also a card of miscarriage, cheating, and affairs. So as I'm looking at it right now, the irritating, recurrent health problems, and it tying in with miscarriage, I'm going to say that Betty was born a female. And I feel like before she became an actress, she was in a relationship with someone who cheated and had affairs, overindulging in other women. I think that's where the gossiping and the bitchiness come from. People talking about you behind your back and stuff. I think whoever this man was that she was with, obviously was wanted by other women. And I think she couldn't have a baby. That she would get pregnant and miscarry. That's be the non-fatal recurring health problems. That's what I see right now out of these two cards. So no, I don't believe she was born a male. I do not believe that. All right, now the next card is going to be the information surrounding the sibling allegations with Barbara Bush, whether in fact they do share the same father. And that is the Ace of Cups reversed. That's a cup. I cannot talk tonight. That's a card that shows sadness and pain from repressed emotions, receiving upsetting news. But again, now this card is also a card of infertility, miscarriage, pregnancy issues. I'm going to say, yeah, it does look to me like it being sadness and repressed emotions, receiving upsetting news. Yes, it can still go along with the infertility and the miscarriage and pregnancy issues, but I do believe that her and Barbara Bush were siblings, or at least of relation. But yeah, I do see a sibling connect there. Once again, I do believe she was born a woman, though. I believe that is wrong. Now, the next card is going to be the information surrounding her role within the elite. The allegations of coordinating and arranging children. That's about as far as I want to go with that. I'm sure that you can pick up what that means. That is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles shows an inheritance. Discovering your family tree. A close circle of friends or family benefiting from sharing with each other. Wow. Okay, so unfortunately, I do have to agree with that. It looks to me like that's also, is going back to the allegations, the sibling allegations with Barbara Bush. It's an inheritance. Discovering your family tree. So she's found out that she has inherited the circle that she is within, the elite status, the elite circle. This has come from inheritance through discovering her family tree, or who her family ancestry is. And I definitely see her being a handler of some type. The close circle of friends benefiting from sharing. So yeah, that allegation looks to be true to me. Now the next card is going to be, if it's going to stay up here, is going to be the card that tells the information surrounding her death, whether it was timed, staged, planned, whether this was something that was manufactured, or if this was a true natural occurrence. Now, that is going to be the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords shows someone that's backed into a corner, their hands tied, being powerless, being part of slavery, tied to somebody or bound to something. Let's see. Let me think a minute here. It's also being silenced or censored. It represents consequences and judgment by imprisonment or punishment. I'm going to say yes, her death was timed or staged or planned. I don't think she had a say in it. I think she was backed into a corner, her hands tied, powerless. She was, everybody in Hollywood, I don't care who believes this or not, this is a given. They are slaves. They are slaves. It's what they basically are. They're slaves to a contract. They're slaves to, obligations. So being silenced, a death would definitely put you in silence. Where it represents consequences and judgment by imprisonment or punishment. This was a punishment for Betty. It was some consequence or judgment from her actions. All right, now the next card is going to tell us the information surrounding the big event. This meaning that her death was the catalyst to set off a big event. Now that is going to be the Empress in reverse. It's a card that shows financial issues and domestic strife, disharmony. So I'm going to say whatever this big event is, that's what's going to be the result of it. Financial issues, domestic strife, and disharmony. So yeah, there's a catalyst there. There's a catalyst there to set some event off. That is correct as well. I am getting that too. Now the next card is going to reveal something hidden, and that is going to be the Page of Cups reversed. Page of Cups reversed is a cup that brings bad news that warrants sadness, disappointment. It's a card that shows shattered innocence. This is also your Dawn Wells card. It's a card of promiscuity, but promiscuity forced for being Dawn Wells. So yeah, this is another card that is confirming what her role in the elite was. Because it's hidden right now. It will come out. It will come out. But as of right now, it's hidden. So maybe I see her looking at it as, she was forced to die, so to speak. But this death is probably, now that she's been hindsight into it, and that's not so bad because this is eventually going to come out, and when it does, she'll already be dead, supposedly, so she'll not have to face any retribution from a jury of her peers. So that's what that card's screaming to me. Alright, now the next card is going to reveal a truth when it comes to this situation, or this conspiracy, which is actually turned out not to be a conspiracy after all. That's going to be the Nine of Swords reversed. That represents malicious gossip, scandal. This is all surrounding someone. It's feeling trapped. But even though you're feeling trapped and restricted with your back against the wall, it signifies moving out of that bad period, that bad spot of your life. Getting out of the cycle. So Betty's always been surrounded by malicious gossip and scandal and felt trapped within the entertainment industry. But now that she's moving out of that cycle where she's experienced death, so that's moving on out of a bad time for her. Now, the last card is going to be Last Words, and that is the Knight of Wands reversed. That's a card of miscommunication. Messages not being delivered or delayed. Getting messages too late. $1 short, a day late. I'm not sure how that ties in. I wonder if that doesn't support the malicious gossip and scandal surrounding her. I'm not real sure how to interpret that. If anybody has any ideas, leave a comment. Tell me what you think, how that ties in, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure. But as for the rest of it, we can go back and say that, honestly, I don't see Betty White as being born a male. I see her having miscarriages and fertility issues. So that's very, very much indicating she's female. Even if you completely done a change, you still wouldn't be able to get pregnant or bear children. So that to me is a no. That's the only thing I seen that was not correct, or I didn't see the same of in the reading. The allegation of her and Barbara Bush, they are related. They are siblings. Her role in the leaks, as far as her being an organizer and, planning moving children around, that is true. And it also the type of ring over here, this card showing, the Don Wells card, showing that was the type of ring that she was a part of or a handler of. Circumstances around her death, she was forced into it as a form of punishment or a judgment. And so yes, it was time to stage and plan. Something hidden was her role, what she was really, really responsible for in that circle. So that's the truth of one, or that's something that's hidden. And the truth that she is feeling trapped within that situation or that lifestyle. And the final words, like I said, if anybody has an indication on what that may mean or how that would tie all this together, don't hesitate to leave a comment. And if not, you can drop me an email. Those are always certainly welcome. So here's my reading on Betty White. I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, this is the Truth Confederacy.